This is it. This is the build that got me hooked back on 2K this year. I've officially made the best center build for me, and he's also one of the fastest, if not the fastest center in the game. And that speed, in combination with our badges and style of play, impacts a lot of outcomes on court in our favor. Either it being box outs for boards, blocks, contests, rotations on defense, defensive cutoffs, moving off ball, getting posters, or my personal favorite, dusting the opposing center for easy buckets. This build does everything I want him to do, and he complements just about every other build in the game when used the correct way. Now, this is going to be a full build review showing you the pros and cons of this build, his animations, and all that. No holding back. The only thing I ask is to simply drop a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to join the Vibe City movement. We've got a really chill community over here, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Oh, and shameless plug right here, all the music in today's video can be found over on the Killfluence YouTube page. I'll link it in the description box below, so if you need beats, go get them. But for now, let's hop right into it. Before we start, timestamps for everything can be found in the description box below for your convenience. But let's do this. We're going center. I went with the left hand, but that's all about personal preference, and I went with the number 0. For the skill breakdown, I went with the pie that focuses on the split between finishing and defense. And for the physicals, I went with the pie that splits between agility and strength. These numbers might look low now, but that'll change for sure in a bit. Moving on to our attributes, we maxed out everything in finishing, everything in defense, and put our remaining points into pass accuracy. Body type is built, and height, no, we didn't go max. We didn't even go 7 feet. We went 6 feet 9 inches, a straight up Ben Wallace build that moves our speed up to 76. For the weight, I went 240 to keep that 70 acceleration, and of course, gotta go max wingspan. And for the takeover, I went with rim protector, and that's how you make my paint beast. Now, my intentions with this build is to cover a lot of ground defensively, out hustle opposing bigs, be able to hold my own on switches and hedges, dictate the pace defensively, and also easily get jams and oops. So ultimately, just have fun. The speed though, mainly, caught my eye because I remember last year I had a 7'2" weight and he was fast for his size, but this build is on a whole different level because at 99, the speed here shows 76, but that's not even factoring in the +1 to all stats and physicals starting at 96 overall and up. So at 99 overall, the speed for my center shoots up to an 80, but that's not even factoring in having the Gym Rat badge. Gym Rat gives +4 to all physicals, so in essence at 99 overall, with Gym Rat unlocked, we're sitting at an 84 overall speed, and yes, I currently meet all those requirements. Check it out. So on court, I have indeed been rocking that 84 speed, and I can definitely notice the difference because my speed the majority of the time is double what my opponent's is. Now, let me cover a few things while these clips play and the beat knocks. I did not go with any shooting upgrades, and the reason why is because I based this build off of my 2K19 center, because with that center, I had fun online with everyone I vibed with. And just like last year, I'm surrounded by shooters on court, so I'm good. I wanted to fill the gaps in our game. I'd rather do everything else on court personally. I've been that way since 2K17. I like the Montrezl Harrell type, the Shaq type, the Ben Wallace type of player, so that's what I made. Now, I tested this build out in the MP Builder, and I was surprised at how many plays he was really impacting defensively, and also how easily he was getting dunks at the rim. I thought the height would make this build a no-go, but due to that speed and max wingspan, the majority of the time, I'm able to be in the right place at the right time, and that works in my favor. For contests, rebounds, on-ball defense, and so on. The offense, man, it is so much fun. But I can keep going on and on about this, but I think it's time for my current badge loadout. Cue the beat. First up is finishing. I went with gold back down Punisher because my strength is 99, and when I go up against bigs with lower strength or just guards on switches, that's an easy back down in the post for a lay, contact dunk, or even post hook. Now you could move a few things around and try out a post hook build if you'd like to really do some damage in the post, but for now, this is what I'm rocking with. Next is Contact Finisher on Hall of Fame to get more contact dunks. Fancy footwork on Hall of Fame just cause those gathers are something else this year. Everyone is doing it, but hey, I mean, it is effective. Might as well enjoy it now because you know 2K will nerf it next year, that's for sure. Lob City Finisher at gold, and I questioned this at first because you don't need it to catch lobs, but from my test, I do catch them at a higher rate with it on gold. So just because it's been working for me, I kept it that way. If you're having a different experience with it yourself, you can switch it to something else that works for your personal playstyle. But next is Hall of Fame Relentless Finisher. This is a big one because 2K stresses stamina this year a lot with the gameplay, so the less stamina used and the more you have, the better. This badge has caused me to actually dunk more and not just go up for soft layups compared to when I had it unequipped, so Hall of Fame is what it is. And of course, Slithery Finisher Hall of Fame. There will be times when you won't get a contact dunk, and Slithery Finisher will help you avoid contact and still finish. Very useful badge right here for slashers in general. For my one shooting badge, I went with Slippery Off Ball at bronze because this badge helps me get open off ball, and since we specialize in off ball play, this works in our favor. Even at the bronze level, I see it pop up a lot on court, so if it's been working for this build, gotta keep it, gotta have it. Next up on the playmaking side, I went with Needle Threader, and this badge pops up all the time for me. After I snag the board, I'm looking for the best angle to pass the rock from point A to point B, and this badge gets it there safely at bronze, which is crazy. So I have not changed this since, and I just keep it equipped. And finally, the defensive and rebounding badges. First up, Gold Box. This shines on our build because we beat our matchups to the spot we want to be on the court a lot. As long as we get that box out, we'll get the board. This goes hand in hand with Rebound Chaser to get more boards. And Worm for those times when we might be out of position. Worm allows us to sneak in and steal more boards. Clamps at gold is one of my favorite badges because I can switch and have confidence in defending due to my lateral quickness being 71. And once I bump the ball handler, I get some real nice animations that allow my team to reset our defense and see what our next move is. Intimidator is amazing because of the 2K contest system this year. Another reason why going with the Ben Wallace height wasn't bad at all. A quick tip for you though, use the right stick. This has saved me on so many possessions. I barely press the block button now. And the right stick, when held to a specific side, will give you great contests and cutoffs and even blocks naturally. I only press the block button when I see my opponent in the air or if I think they're definitely going up for a shot. And that's where Pogo Stick at Silver helps because if I mistime my jump, that badge allows me another go for another attempt. Silver works great. Rim Protector definitely gives me more blocks, not even gonna front, even some really dope snatch blocks here and there. And Moving Truck on gold is solid because when Bigs see my smaller player, they think it's gonna be food in the paint. But Moving Truck at gold helps this build on back downs. But if you don't like Pogo Stick while running this build, you could easily move those extra 2 upgrades to any badge you like. Just try it out, see what's up. And you can't forget about Brick Wall. It's a staple in any offense. Great to use for on-ball and off-ball screens just to get your teammates open. Definitely a must-have. But speaking of must-haves, here are my center's animations. Pause the video where you need to, but the main focus here is the dunks. You can snag the post hook and layups if you want to as well, but let's hop right into it. Because I kept it simple. Basic two-handers off 2, athletic front tomahawks, under basket rim pulls, and leaning windmills. The windmills just to get flashy. I also went with the Pro Alley-Oop, the Elite Alley-Oop, Pro Contact Dunks, Elite Contact Dunks, and Big Man Contact Dunks. This last slot I didn't have an option to equip one, but if I could, I would. The more contact dunks you have, the better from my experience. But those are the dunks I've been rocking with, and they've been butter for me. Now for the pros of this build. Easy. The speed. Speed is king. That's honestly been my secret since 2K16. If you can beat an opponent to a spot on the floor and your badges and stats are solid, you should win that engagement, and this build shines with that mindset. I've been streaming over on Twitch, going over film and playing mycareer, and people love this build. It's fun to watch. Yeah, little plug right there. Follow me on Twitch, XMindFrame. Link to that will be in the description box below. Another pro is that he contests well, but let's just keep it going. He blocks, he can actually steal the ball with no badges dedicated to it. He can rebound, he can switch on pick and rolls, he can control the defense, and all that. This build shines with other shooters. But I have been running with another slasher that can actually shoot, and we've been doing some damage on the court. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, if you're a player with a high IQ, you will appreciate this build by your side, no questions asked. Now, for the cons. Well, the con of this build. This is a good one. Because I can move so fast on court, I notice at times I overhelp on defense because in my mind, I'm thinking I can speed back to my original spot. But I shouldn't do that. I am guilty of it, but I should not do that because that throws me out of position. This is a gift and a curse of the build to some extent. If you don't have good positioning, you will get worked. So focus on your positioning with this build on court. Get those box outs and just play smart. Anything less and you will not see this build's potential. Most recently, I prioritize my defensive positioning and everything has been butter. So keep that in mind when using this build. Then you'll see what it can really do. But that's my build, my paint beast. Hop in the MP Builder, give it a shot. And also keep in mind this build works for me. Maybe you want to switch some badges around. Maybe your vision is different on how you want to play it. And that's perfectly fine. Have fun with the build and just enjoy gaming. But that's all I got for now, Vibe City. Be sure to drop me a like as it really does help out the channel, and also subscribe to the channel for more 2K content. We got park games, pro-am games, and even a butter smooth lag fix coming. Yeah, that's another reason why I've been on 2K heavy now. I'll give you all the details of that in a future video. But also, if you've made it this far, drop me your build in the comment section below along with your Xbox gamer tag, and I'll add you. You loyal, and I appreciate that for real. But for now, Vibe City, I'm out. So check this video out of my build in action, and I'll see you over there. One love.